sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators in their scholastic events. Please support the players, coaches, and officials in a positive manner. Comments of a sexist or racial nature in actions will not be tolerated and grounds for interpretive gazing. Please be aware of the possibility of ball or player entering the bleachers during the competition. Thank you and enjoy the game. Now for our starting lineups. First for Melrose, Mindoro. Senior number 1, Corbin Lockington. Senior number 3, Carson Zeman. Junior number 15, Aaron Hansen. Senior number 23, Presley Bynum. And senior number 25, Jordan Ramsey. The Mustangs are coached by Jason McRoberts. And now for your Lancers. Senior number 10, Titus Radical. Senior number 11, Ben Rodemacher. Senior number 12, Carter Rutz. Senior number 22, Bryce Sitto. And senior number 30, Ben Sattlemeyer. The Lancers are coached by John Radical, assisted by Joe Lau and Daniel Hahn.
Evening and welcome to tonight's varsity broadcast between the Melrose Mindoro Mustangs and the home Immanuel Lancers. Mustangs control a tap. Good to have you with us tonight. We're getting things set up here right after band. And the Mustangs are attacking the west end. They're going from left to right. First shot is off the rim. First shot was a three-point attempt from the corner that failed, and Carter Rutz got the rebound. But Titus's pass into the lane was intercepted. There's good defense by Bryce. Offensive rebound for the Mustangs, and they'll get another crack at it. And so far, Mustangs are cold shooting, 0 for 4. And this is going the other way. Looks like a foul called on kind of. 6'6" Presley Biome, and the Mustangs don't want to see him get into foul trouble. He's their big guy in the middle, number 23. Now, let's see if the Lancers can get their first shot of the game out. In the corner, it's Vance. It's partially blocked. Partially blocked. Good defense by the Mustangs on both trips by the Lancers. Getting a steal and then a block shot. So this is going to be a tough challenge. Nice block there by Carter, and it goes off of Biome's knee. And I think the referees are going to let this play out. They're going to allow a lot of contact, a lot of hands on the ball, even if there's a little body. They're going to let it go. That's at least the way it's trending right now. Here's Carter from the corner. A little short. Titus rebound, yes. Titus Radical gets the lid off the basket for the Lancers and for both teams, really. 2-0. And here's a basket for Biome, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for one. And the foul's on Titus Radical.
First personal team first. Shooting 1, Presley.
And he completes the three-point play. It's 3-2 Mustangs here in the early going. Reach around, but getting caught with it is Corbin Lockington, and that's the second foul. on Melrose Mindoro. And as usual, in early is Logan Thompson, the sixth man. He's going to give Titus a rest. Titus is a little shaken up. I don't know for sure what it is, but he is not comfortable on the bench right now, Titus. Here's Carter with the runner, just short. So not his usual hot self coming out of warm-ups. He'll have to find the range. Here's a long one, but no good by Carson Zeman. Carson Zeman is the Mustangs' leading outside shooter, but he was off on that three-point attempt. Here's Ben on the inside. He's surrounded, so he kicks it back out to Logan. Carter from the corner, hesitation, and it's long. His rhythm was thrown off there. Once he finds his rhythm, he's all right, but he has not found it yet. Here's Zeman again, no good. Rebound Logan. So both teams not shooting well yet. Here's Ben one-on-one down low, and it's rejected. Good defense again. And there's a long one for three by Aaron Hansen. Aaron Hansen, and it's a 6-2 lead for the Mustangs here in early going. 14 and a half with 3.5 minutes in. Here's Logan for a 12-footer. A little nervous there. He shot it over the rim. Not even really close with a wide-open 12-footer. And a steal by Vance on the interior pass by Hansen. And here's Carter, but he misses the layup. And on the rebound, we got a foul on Logan Thompson. This is a meaningful game. Meaningful game for the Lancers, and maybe they're just a little tight about it. They really want this game, and in order to stay a game ahead of CFC in the small. CFC plays Whitehall tonight, so a loss by CFC and a win here would really go a long way toward establishing dominance in the in the small. Meanwhile, Presley Biome gets another two-pointer. Here's Vance, and it's the pass to the outside was knocked away by Biome. Oh, we got a travel out here now by Aaron Hansen. It's 8-2 here in the early going. Lancers have only made one shot. They've had several shots altered. And they just got to find their comfort zone and start the flamethrowers going, because when they get hot, nothing stops them. But they gotta find their range and get the initial jitters out. Here's Carter, and there we go. There we go with the three by Carter from the right wing. Inbound or in the lane, easy turnaround move by Biome. Boy, if he catches the pass, if he catches the pass with his back to the basket, 6 feet from the hoop, he's going to score. 10-5 now. Carter again, and that's good again. Yeah, that stuff I was saying about finding your range. Well, number 12 has found his. And a good block by Ben Rademacher, and it's out of bounds off green. And when I say green, I mean the dark solid green of the Mustangs.
30-second timeout,
and John Radical wants a short timeout. Hey, if you want to check in and get involved in the game tonight, feel free. My phone number I will give out in a little bit, and you can send a text and get on the air and give a shout out, whatever you want to say. But whether you're from Carolina or Florida or Georgia or Texas or California or Phoenix, Arizona, or out in Spokane, Washington, or Cheyenne, Wyoming, I've gotten shout outs from all those places last week. How about this week? How about we do it again and tell me how you're doing, and that you're pulling for the Lancers, who trail 10-8 here in the early going. My phone number is 715-450-0241. Go ahead and send me a text. Love to hear from you. But meanwhile, here's a steal by the Mustangs and the take, and it's good by Aaron Hansen with his left hand, and he has 5 for the game. So a turnover out of the timeout. Radical took a timeout and it went straight to a turnover. That's not the way he drew it up. And here's another one. Here's Zeman all the way. No good. Overlaid it. And Logan with the rebound. So the long arms of the Mustangs mean that the Lancers have to be a little more careful than they've been. One, 2-2 zone. Here's Carter from the left corner this time. No good. And rebound to Zeman, and he's going to get tripped inadvertently. And Logan's going to get hit for his second foul on a very inadvertent tangling of the feet at mid-court. Boy, that's not the kind of foul you want at mid-court. There's no threat there, and Logan has to sit for a while, and Titus comes back in for him. Carter rejects a pass. It goes back to him. Here's Hansen, and he gets stripped. Here comes Ben, and the pass to Titus, and lay-in. So Carter and Titus were both running out ahead of Ben Rademacher, giving him some options, and Titus made the layup. Good hustle to cut the lead to 2. Here's Zeman for 3, and short again. But the rebound, oh boy, getting rough underneath. And basket made by Biome. Jordan Ramsey with the offensive rebound to begin with. Here's Ben from 10, no good. Titus can't retrieve that rebound, and Biome gets it. And Zeman on the left wing. Going to go to the right wing. And it is aggressive out here. And Bryce with the contesting of the pass knocks it out of bounds. Both teams are really playing aggressive here. And Jordan Ramsey draws a foul as we get our first shout out of the night from Kearney, Nebraska. Thank you for checking in, and also from Parker's Prairie, Minnesota. Always good. I think you've always been checking in. I'm not sure who you are, but you're always checking in. It's always good to hear from you from Parker's Prairie, Minnesota. But that's a new one from Kearney, Nebraska, as Ramsey makes his first. And not the second. And we got a foul on number 1 over the back on Corbin Lockington. So now the referees are starting to call that contesting rebounds and passes. Good to hear from Plano, Texas. He's asking about the heights of some of the Mustangs. They are taller than the Lancers. The big kid Biome is 6'6", according to the program. Coach Radical thinks he's a little bigger than that, maybe 6'7". Then Jordan Ramsey is 6'5". And Corbin Lockington is 6'7". So 6'5", 6'6", and 6'7" across the front line. Here's Carter from about 24, no good. And Titus Can't quite get that rebound against the 6'6" Biome. So that's going to be a struggle all night for the Lancers. They're going to have to make their outside shots. And here's Biome at the basket. And Biome has 11 points. He has 5 baskets. And they're all within in the paint within 3 or 4 feet. And there's a hold on Jordan Ramsey, his first on Ben Rademacher. So now suddenly the calls are getting tight, and I think Mick Roberts, the coach for the Mustangs, is going to tell his team, yep, now they're starting to change the way they call. They've adjusted, and now we have to adjust with them. And I imagine that's what Coach Radical is saying too. Got a little shout out from Doc Albrecht as usual from Apache Junction, Arizona, about an hour east of Phoenix, part of the Valley of the Sun. Fantastic suburb out there in Apache Junction. So thanks for checking in, Doc. And Plano, Texas. That's not Matt Hannell, is it? Anyway, Kearney, Nebraska. I'm really curious. I used to live in Nebraska, and I know where Kearney is. I even know how to pronounce it. But I don't know who that is. If you feel like dropping your name, go right ahead. But glad that the Parker's Prairie faithful are cheering on the Lancers tonight, too. And Ruth Rutz in Cheyenne. That must be Jim Siddle's sister. I'm just guessing. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think I might think it'd be somebody in Spokane. Here's Carter from 22. No good. Titus with the rebound into Ben. And Lancers get a reset. Here's Bryce out top. Picks up the dribble. Has to find Carter out here. 17-10 for the Mustangs. Here's Vance from the corner. 12-footer, left baseline, no good. Ramsey with the rebound. Here comes Hansen. And good from 16 is Hansen. And he has 7. And it's 19-10 for the Mustangs. And they're still in that, looks like a 1-2-2 zone defense. They play a lot of zone. Here's Vance from the right corner. Yes. They passed it around, and Vance found himself all alone in the right corner. And he didn't miss. Here's Zeman. Passed it off. And a basket by Biome. I think he was okay. It looked like a travel, but I think he did the footwork right. Here's Vance from the corner again. In and out this time. Titus for Vance again. Right wing, yes. So a couple of threes in a row by Vance. Thanks to Titus getting that rebound and giving him another try. And it's 21-16. But the Lancers have been having a hard time stopping the Mustangs down at this end. And there is Biome again. He's got that drop step. And it looks like traveling to a lot of people, but I think the refs are rightly letting it go. It's not travel. There's a special footwork, and he's kind of a master of it. Ben with the miss, gets his own board, but it's off of him. And it'll belong to Melrose Mindoro. In for the Lancers are Isaiah Miller for Titus and Logan Thompson for Bryce Sido, who sits for the first time. And Isaiah's task is to cover Zeman, and he's going to go all the way to the basket, but he misses. Here's Biome with the putback, no good. And Logan with the rebound. It's a 7-point game in favor of the Mustangs. And now they're covering Carter way out there, 24 feet from the basket. Here's Vance at the left wing. And Byam was on him. Here's the inside pass to Ben. No good. Ben with the layup, with the follow. And he follows his own miss with a basket. And he's on the board with 2. And that's a push on Carter on the pressure. Not sure he agrees. Kind of shrugged it off. And John Radical is going to take his second timeout, and this one's going to be a full. I am mistaken. Apparently this is going to be a 30-second. And we are going to get wholesale subs now. Mick Roberts, the coach for the Mustangs, was telling me he plays in squads. So those starting 5 will now come out for a breather. And 5 brand new guys are coming in. And it's a 5-point game. So how do you overcome a team who's taller than you and longer arms and all that stuff? And so the Lancers are trying to figure that out. And as they shoot from the outside, the Mustangs are extending their defense outward, leaving Ben Rademacher open in the lane. So the Kearney contingent are Vance Havemeyer fans from hockey days. That's great to hear. His parents are here, I think. I saw them in the bleachers. And now the defense by the Lancers comes up with a steal. Carter from his knees to Ben. He's going to take it all the way and make it and get fouled. So Ben took that 3/4 of the court all by himself, and the foul was on substitute number 21, Brady Blaken, and the 3-point play. Ben Rademacher making the layup with his left hand and the free throw with his right. And here's the shot by Schleifer. No good. And Ben's going to take this one all the way to the basket and score. And he's up to 7 now. Here's Schleifer again, but Ben with the foul. And that's his first. Number 11, Ben Rademacher, with what looked like a block, but 2 free throws for Schleifer. The score is tied now all of a sudden, and those 5 starters are coming back in right now, or at least 4 of them will. As Lockington will stay out in favor of Schleifer. So the starters are back in. Ramsey and Byam, the big guys down low, and Hansen and Zeman, the guards. And the free throw goes. This free throw goes for Schleifer, so he's on the board with 1 point. And it makes it a 1-point game. So that little bit of blow for the Mustangs, so they're fresh. And most of these guys for the Lancers are, they've been out there the whole time, with the exception of Isaiah. And at times, Logan. And in the game coming are two starters, Bryce and Titus. Sitting down will be Vance and Ben. So Radical with a little rotation of his own. And it's a 24-23 game in favor of the Mustangs. Here's Titus over to Carter from 22. No good. Here's Zeman for 3. No good. And boy, Hansen looked like He was fighting hard against Bryce for that ball, and it goes out of bounds on Hansen. And Bryce will throw it in to Logan. Good to hear from Georgia again. Great to hear from you as always. Hope it's a little warmer tonight than it was last week. There's a off the backboard pass by Isaiah, expertly done, to Bryce at the top of the key. Here's a pass into Carter. Now out to Logan for three. Yes! Logan gets all three of those, and suddenly the Lancers are ahead 26-24. So they have withstood the storm. Now they get it in. They get it inside the biome, and the crowd wants a walk, but again, one of the Lancers knocked the ball out of his hands, so he gets that extra step because of that. Here's Bryce for two. Short rims it. Carter with the rebound. And a reset for the Lancers in a tie game. Here's Carter going baseline on biome. And is good with the runner. And 8 points for Carter. Here's Hansen over to Zeman. He's going to try again. Again, no good by Zeman. He still hasn't hit one of those. And he's going to do a runner this time and make it.
Zeman.
Sometimes that's all you need is see the ball go through the basket, and then the long shots go. So the Lancers have to watch out for that. It's tied up at 28. Inside the Titus, outside the Carter. Here we go. Almost. Almost, but no good. Tie game. Look for the Mustangs to go down to biome again. They're passing around the right wing, but they're going to reverse it here pretty soon. They get it down to Ramsey, and the ball gets knocked away. And Bryce with the ball. Tie game. Looking for the lead. And Logan brings it out between the rings. Going to start over a new play. Isaiah to Titus. Here's Logan again. His drive is cut off. Isaiah thinking about it. Oh, nice pass. Nice pass to Titus. What a nice assist by Isaiah Miller. That's a really good to see. It's 30-28 Lancers. Lockington. Is it a steal by Isaiah? Not quite. Zeman retrieves. Lockington with the drive and the shot and the miss. But Biome with the rebound. Here's Zeman with the three off the board. Off the board, but it counts. Zeman, I don't know if he called backboard, but he got it. And the Mustangs take the lead by one. Titus in the paint. Tried to go backdoor to Isaiah and led him a little bit too much. Ben Rademacher in for Carter. And Vance back in for Isaiah. 31-30 in favor of Melrose Mindoro. Under a minute to play. And there's a steal. The pass to Biome was behind him, hit him in the ankles. Oh, Bryce had the ball almost. Yes, he did have it stolen, and then Bryce knocked it away out of bounds. And Zeman and the Mustangs have the ball with Carter checking in just in time. They are going to allow him in. Yeah, the ref had handed the ball off, but right when the buzzer was ringing, so they're going to let Carter in. A little bit of extra defense. Here's a pass into Hansen. Will the Mustangs go for one shot or just run their regular offense? It's regular. Zeman with the shot, and it's good. Little bit of a turnaround leaner by Zeman, and he has 7 points for the night. 33-30. with 20 seconds left. Here's Titus, out to Carter for 3. That might have been partially blocked by Lockington. 6-7 out there in the wing. 10 seconds left. Here's Hansen. 5 seconds left. Down low to Biome. From 17. Yes. Off the backboard from the baseline. I don't know how you do that, but he made it. Better lucky than good sometimes. I don't mean to insult him, but I guarantee he was not trying to hit the backboard on that on that shot. Who would? But he did. It kissed off the board just right, and it went through, and it gives the Mustangs a 5-point halftime lead. I'll get to the points totals in just a second, but I thought I saw a little bit of a shout out from Sleepy Eye, Minnesota, and then Dawn Rand from Melrose, who you might think is a Melrose Mindoro fan, but she's a member of our satellite church down there, our sister congregation in Melrose, the one that is served by Chad Siebert, and we see her up here at Messiah once in a while. Her and her husband Greg, and we kind of go back quite a ways. 20 years ago when I was coaching softball, so was Greg. Might not have been exactly 20 years ago, but it was quite a while ago, and he was coaching the Mustangs for Melrose Mindoro, so we got to know each other a little bit on the softball field. And so he and Don and I and my wife Beth, we kind of keep in touch once in a while. But anyway, and I've been told that I've been saying Biome with a long O. I'm just saying it the way his coach says it. So you'll have to excuse me, but I'm fine with going with Biome if that's the family name, the pronunciation, and maybe the coach doesn't know that yet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. But anyway, Biome, doesn't matter. He's the high scorer of the game. Let's count them up for him. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. He has 9 baskets plus a free throw for 19 points. And he picked up an early foul, but none since then. So 19 for him. And looks like 7 each for Zeman, who started getting hot there. He was missing all of his threes. But then he made a basket, a runner, and then his eyes looked, the basket looked better to his eyes after that. And he finished with 7 here down the stretch. And then also for Hansen, the other guard, he's a nice player. He goes with either hand. But he looks like he's right-handed, but he can finish with his left when going to the basket. He's done that at least once. And then free throws, one each by Ramsey and Schleifer. So a grand total of 35 for Melrose Mindoro. I have a question here. Are the varsity boys still undefeated? Yes. If you're talking about the Lancer boys, they are 9-0. They're 5-0 in conference, and 1 game ahead of the 6-1 CFC Pirates, who play the number 1 team in the large tonight. I think it's tonight, Whitehall. And obviously Lancers wouldn't mind a Whitehall win and a Lancer win here to go 2 games up on CFC. With Melrose Mindoro, I understand their record is, I think, 6-7, but they play a really tough non-conference schedule. And I think they're 5-3 in conference, in the large, and good for second place. All right, so that, and the Gullaroods are checking in from Sunnyvale, California. They did last Friday night too, and I did not notice it until I got home. So make sure I say it. I'll say it twice tonight. Checking in from Sunnyvale, California are the Gullaroods. Mark and Barb from California, the Bay Area. Thank you for checking in. And the Gants from Georgia. I think last time you checked in, you were expecting a low of about 17 that night. The current temperature was 31. It's warmer here now too than it was last week. Hopefully it is down there in Georgia. And the Peaches made it through the crisis. And that pretty much catches you up with the Melrose side of things with the Lancers. Looks like leading scorer is going to be Carter Roots with 8, a couple of 3s and a 2. And then 7 for Ben Rademacher. And 6 for Titus Radical. And 6 for Vance Havemeyer. And then 3 for Logan Thompson. One of the keys that Coach Radical said was we really need Titus and Ben to convert underneath. In the trees there, they need to make those tough shots. And they each have made 3 down there. And then Ben has added to it with a free throw. And then probably the other big key of the game is, can the Lancers get hot from distance, from beyond the arc? And they have shown flashes of that tonight, but nothing near what they were doing last week in those 2 home games when they were playing Augusta and then Wausau Newman Catholic. Man, were they flamethrowers. I mean, the basket must have looked like a swimming pool to them. They were making everything. And now maybe down here in the east end of the basketball court, as the Lancers now start getting used to this basket, maybe they can start seeing the hoop a little bit better down here and start getting warm. Meanwhile, Coach Radical is talking to Ben and Titus about what to do about Byam down low, number 23, who has 9 made baskets, and all of them are within 3 feet. He's a big guy to guard to keep out of the paint, and then once he gets the ball, he makes a good move. And he's just so hard to stop. One thing we have not tried yet is fronting him, and maybe Rademacher could front him and prevent a pass, because he himself has long arms. And Rademacher, according to the book, stands at 6'2". He might be 6'3". I think he's grown an inch this school year. But anyway, he might be able to be effective at fronting him. But Byam might be the type where you might need Titus on the backside and a front from Ben on the front. But then you run the risk, of course, of Hansen and Zeman having uncontested shots from the perimeter. So there's always that, right? The chess game that is basketball. Another shout out here. Great to hear you guys. This one's from Spokane, Washington. Always enjoy seeing the relatives in the stands. Hey, whatever way you can keep tabs on the relatives, make sure they're staying out of trouble. The power of technology, right? Way to go. I've been told that Presley Byam's sister, Mesa, is playing out in South Dakota for the Jackrabbits. Is that USD or Is that South Dakota State or University of South Dakota? I always get the Jackrabbits and the Coyotes mixed up. One is from Vermilion and one is from Brookings, and I never keep it straight. But you're saying she's a Jackrabbit? Yeah, and I don't know if that's University of South Dakota or South Dakota State. But it's great to hear the trivia and keeping up. I remember when Mesa played here. She was excellent at basketball and just as good at volleyball, if I'm remembering correctly. South Dakota State, D1 school. All right, thank you. South Dakota State. Okay, we are back at it. Second half is underway. Vance in the corner, thought about hoisting up a quick one. Inside the bend, steal. Steal by Ramsey. And Hansen short on the 14-footer. Hey, if Ben is going to post up like that, he's got to seal a little bit better with his back end there to keep Ramsey from stealing. Here's Vance with a three, back rim, no good. And Lancers are going to change their defense up now. Ramsey underneath, makes the basket. And that's his first basket of the game. He has a free throw, but that's his first bucket. And the lead is 7. We'll keep up on that Lancer defense because it looks like it's changed. Here's Carter with the runner to the basket. No good. Titus is fouled on the putback. And Lockington, not sure he agrees with it, but he is the one nabbed with his third foul. So the only person in this game in any type of foul trouble. Logan Thompson has a pair of fouls. Titus makes the first. That's 7 points for him. It's a 6-point game. Let's see if he can add to one and decrease from the other. And he does. 37-32. Zeman inside the Ramsey. And it's contested and off the foot of Bryce, I believe. And Zeman will inbound under the basket. And he gets it to Byam. Steal by Carter. Here comes Vance on Lockington. And a basket. Lockington had to be careful. And Vance made the layup. And that's Vance's first 2 of the game. Here's Zeman with the basket. And that Zeman can really shoot. I mean, he has a really good release. And he has good lift. And Ben with the lay-in, no. And the ball's on the floor, and it's scooped up by Hansen, and he gets it back. So good hustle by him in a 5-point game. The Mustangs have the lead and the ball, and they get it into Ramsey and the basket. So what they were doing with Byam in the first half, they're now focusing on Ramsey in the second. So the Lancers have shifted their attention to Byam, and so the Mustangs have adjusted, but now a foul on the referee was
number 15.
15. Yeah, I was confused by the fingers he's putting up. There is no 20 on the floor. 15 is Hansen with the foul. Vance at the top of the key finds Bryce. I don't know if Bryce has had a shot attempt this game yet. Here's Titus underneath. Blocked by Ramsey. Really nice pass and catch, but Ramsey with the block. And Zeman for 2 on the line, but no good. Ben with the bring. Here's Carter from the corner. Yes! With one of those rafter rubbers, gathering dust on the way down from the rafters. From the left corner, here's a steal. Carter, 3-on-2, over to Titus. Whoa! Whoa, and just a swat out of bounds, no foul. Hansen with the contesting there. It's a 4-point game. Lancers trail, but have the ball. Oh, Carter's pass knocked out of bounds by Lockington. Logan Thompson gonna check in now. Looks like for Titus. Let's see if the Lancers can. They've been really hanging tough here. Let's see if they can get on a run here now. Get hot. Here's Ben with the take. No good. Heartbreak Hotel with the layup. Here's Carter, and it's blocked by Lockington. Partially blocked. Vance retrieves. Vance slips, loses the ball. Here's a pass ahead to Lockington. He's contested and fouled. And it looks like on Ben. Two on Ben. 2 shots for Lockington. That's the first of the half for the Lancers. As Lockington back rims the first one. Lockington with no points. He's an important defensive player, but so far has not contributed offensively. And still hasn't. Here's Ramsey. Out to Zeman with the 3. No. And Logan with the board. So a couple of chances there, but coming up empty. Here's Ben taking it right at Ramsey, taking it right at him and scoring over him. And it's a 41-39 game. Into Ramsey, fouled by Ben. Wow, they're going to get him for that. They've been letting a lot of things go. And then they call that. But that's the way that goes sometimes. It's a tough game to officiate. But they thought Ben got an advantage with that. And here's the basket by Byam. He's up to 21 now. On the inbound play. Here's Ben. Kicks it out to Logan. It's a 1-2-2 zone still for Melrose Mindoro. Here's Vance from the corner for 3. That's his 3rd triple to go with 1 2-bagger for 11 points. It's a 1-point game. And now, there's Ramsey on the top of Logan on the rebound after the miss by Hansen. And Ramsey gets his 2nd foul. The only 2 guys with 3 fouls are Lockington for the Mustangs and Ben Rademacher for the Lancers. It's a 1-point game, everybody. And the Lancers with the ball. Here's Vance with the drive. He's going to shoot. Blocked from behind. Carter with the retrieval. Here's Bryce. Back to Carter. Ben in the right corner. He's going to take it to the hoop and shoot. Too hard. Bryce with the tip. Not quite. Wow, that's a nice tip by Bryce. Good possession, but came up empty. Mustangs with the ball. And the Lancers are pushing out their zone. And Zeman with the 3 from the corner. No. Byam tried to get the ball. Logan scoops up the mess. And again, the Lancers a chance to take the lead on a basket of any sort. Come on, Bryce. And he gets it behind his back to Logan. That was a magician-like trick. And Carter on the take. is fouled, and he he might have been contacted where it's uncomfortable, and he's going to shake that off. Hansen with the foul, I think. His second. Is Vance looking for Carter in the corner. And Logan. Here's Ben underneath to Vance. Now here's Carter from the corner. Here we go. Yes! That's 4 of those from the other area code for Carter. And the fresh 5 are going to check in for the Mustangs, and now that they have lost the lead. Here's Hansen for 3. No. Ben with the rebound, sorry. And he's going to bring it all the way. All the way. 11 points for Ben and a 4-point lead suddenly for the Lancers. Backdoor to Ramsey. Out to Hansen. They're doing a better job guarding by him because he's not getting the ball underneath. And a nice steal. Carter with his hand on the ball and Titus with the picking up the garbage. 4-point lead. Here's Vance in low to Ben. Up. Yes! 13 points for Ben. And a huge run for the Lancers to take a 6-point lead. I think they've outscored them something like 12-1 in the last couple minutes. I don't keep track of those things, but it wasn't that long ago. We were down by 6, and now we're ahead by 6. So 12-0 run, it might be, or a 14-2 run, something like that. Yeah, you know. I'm checking with my expert statistician Uriah Wales on the camera. But whatever it is, whether it's 14-2 or 12-0, it's been a really sudden change of momentum. And now the fresh 5, the second squad for Melrose is in. Wonder how long they'll be out there. We'll see, but they got the ball in the corner. The same guys are out there for the Lancers. And somebody kicked the ball. So it's going to be Melrose inbounding under their basket. Oh, they get it in, but they pass it back out. And here's a 3. Short. Logan with the rebound. Chance to extend the lead. Here's Logan going to take and dish. Here's backdoor to Titus. Foul. Foul by Brewer Schleifer. Brewer has 1 point in this game, and now he has 1 foul. But that was a beautiful play. Backdoor. Nice pass from Ben to Titus, who misses the first free throw. Okay, thanks. Here's Titus. And no. Rebound, Logan, off of Logan. Somebody was asking for my phone number. You want to text in and chime in? It is 715-450-0241. Love to hear from you. Oh, no. And that's not good. Ben with the careless on the back on the pass contesting. Way out there at 18 feet from the basket. So that's 4 on Ben. Bryce Siddle is in for him. So still a veteran team out there. Nice to hear from Columbia, South Carolina. Way to go. We're getting the 4 corners of the country here represented. Here's Carter with the steal. Going in for the lay-in. Yes. That's 16 for him. And backdoor saved. Carter with the deflection. His hands are all over the place, and Logan picking up the errant pass. Here comes Logan, and he is fouled. You know, against Augusta last week, the Lancers were really effective at that 1-3-1 defense, where they would have Carter extended way up top. I'm trying to decipher if that's what they're doing again, but I see Carter way over on the wings now, so I'm not real sure, but I'll keep an eye on that. That's a free throw for Logan. And 2 for 2. And he has 5 for the night, and the lead is 10. And here's a steal by Logan. He's going to go all the way in for the left-handed layup. So he has a 2, he has a 3, and he has 2 free throws. Watch behind it, Bryce. And Bryce is going to draw a foul on Brady Blaken. His first. We are halfway through the second half, almost exactly, with 9 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game, and it's a 12-point lead for the Lancers, who have spun this game completely around on its head. Completely around. Is that an 18-point turnaround? Down 6. We were down 6, and now we're up 8. We're up 12. So an 18-point turnaround. So that's either an 18-0 run or 20-2 run. Just incredible. But Coach McRoberts is putting in his starters again. He gives them that quick little blow of a minute or so, couple minutes, and now coming down for the home stretch. He'll probably leave his main guys in there for the rest of the game. Meanwhile, the Lancers, are they going to get tired here without a lot of subbing? They basically have played 2 subs, right? Isaiah for a little bit and Logan for a lot. And I think Logan's going to be pretty important because of Ben Rademacher's 4 fouls, putting him on the bench. We got a 1-and-1 here for Bryce. This is pretty important. And it is no good. It's not going to count as Titus is in the lane. And so it looks like a 2-1-2 defense extended out near half court, and that's why I see Carter on the wing sometimes. 2-1-2, and there's Byam with the pass from Zeman, and that breaks the drought. McRoberts drawing in a play in the huddle, and it worked, and it's a 10-point game. Here's Titus. Oh, yeah, we had a touch. 2 referees did not see the deflection by the Mustangs, but one did, and he just calmly corrected the call, and it stays Lancer ball. 8.5 in the game, 10-point game, 55-45. Carter's in no rush out there. Lockington, tight defense on Vance. It's a zone. There's Logan underneath. Yes. Nice pass from Carter. And Logan with 9 points for the game. Whoa. Zeman goes down. That's Hansen goes down. Logan with the ball all the way. No, just short. Just short with the lay-in attempt. Carter needs help. Here goes Zeman all the way to the basket with his left hand. No, Byam basket. Yes. Oh, it's going to be fun here at the end. It's getting a little hectic already. 57-47, Lancers by 10. Here's Titus. Oh, what a pass to Vance. That was a beautiful interior pass by Titus to Vance, who was cutting really well to the basket and made the layup. Those short passes, they're artistic. Here's a steal. Carter to Vance, maybe too far. Oh. Checking in from Watertown, South Dakota. Checking in from Lexington, South Carolina. Way to go, you guys. Way to check in. Great to have you join us. Here's Lockington. No good from the free throw line. Vance with the bound. And it's a 12-point game. And the Lancers have the ball. Let's see if they can make something positive happen here. Coming down on 6.5 in the game. Titus to Carter from 3. No, just long. And Byam with the rebound. Hansen for 3. Yes. That's his second 3 of the game. It's a 9-point game. Here's Titus. They're giving him a lot of room in there. Oh. So just taking the time, finding whatever's open. Here's Bryce. Oh, Bryce loses it. 2-on-1 up ahead to Hansen. Lockington with the foul. And we got Lockington. Boy, I thought Bryce was hurt. That's Lockington's first 2 of the game. We got another steal. And we got Hansen again. And suddenly we got a couple of steals and a couple of baskets for the Mustangs. And it's a game again. Not that it never wasn't a game, but it's a 5-point game with 5.5 to go. More people checking in. Waukesha, Wisconsin. Ted and Georgine Quaid. Nice to have you with us tonight from the greater Milwaukee area, Waukesha. South St. Paul, Minnesota. Hey, that reminds me. That's where Joe Mauer is from. Did he make the vote? Is he in the Hall of Fame in baseball? Is he a first ballot? Did he get it? We're both hoping, and I do not know the news, but he's from St. Paul. Boy, there are 4 guys there: Morris and Winfield and Molitor and Mauer. Boy, there must have been something in the water there in St. Paul. But now I'm getting the news that Mauer did make the Hall of Fame vote. Wow, what great news for Twins fans. And we got another steal. We got a steal by the Mustangs again and a foul by Vance. Back to the game. Wow, so a little bit of self-destruction going on by the Lancers with their ball control, but probably more credit to the Mustangs for really intense defense. Zeman from the right corner, out to Lockington, back to Zeman for 3. For 3, yes.
Zeman 3.
And 12 points for him today. Ben, backdoor to Titus. Blocked by Byam. It's a 2-point game. And the Mustangs have the ball. Here's Zeman for 3. No. Back iron. Hansen with the retrieval, though. And he's going to fire it up there. No. Titus with the rebound. So a couple of chances for the lead. So Lancers had to take care of the ball here. A lot of long passes. And Ben back in the game, and he throws it away. He throws it right to Lockington. Backdoor pass for Byam, but off his fingertips, and Logan with the ball. So the Lancers just have to take better care. There's a basket, and that's a good way to do it. Ben has been great at those moves all night long, giving Byam all he can handle under there. 4-point game. Zeman cuts through the defense, down to Byam, baseline. Boy, it looked like an extra step. Carter with the ball. 3.5 to go. And a 4-point game. Here's Ben going to the basket. Little jumper, no good. Titus, yes! That's 12 for Radical. And now those are two big ones right there. Hansen down to Byam. And he's going to make that. He's going to make that basket. And the foul is on Radical. It's only 2 on Radical. Byam shooting 1 and making it. It's a 3-point game with 3 minutes left. Threes are wild. Carter into Ben. On Byam. Yes! Basket's good. Byam collects his second foul. It looked like Byam was playing pretty good defense, just straight up vertical, and Ben just jumped into him, drew the foul, made the basket. Does he make the 3? No, does not finish it. It's 65-60. Zeman against Carter in that 2-on-2 zone. Ramsey, no good, he's traveled. Wow. I thought they were going to call Ben for a foul. They have not been calling that travel all game, and now they do. Wow. Okay. So it's a 5-point game. Another long pass. Here's Vance with a good retrieval. Titus over to Carter. Logan going to reset. 2.5 minutes to go. Here's Ben all the way to the basket. Yes! The guy is en fuego. Absolutely en fuego with that little runner of his. Here's Hansen for 3. Yes. Wow. Like a couple of heavyweight champions. They're going after each other with haymakers back and forth. 4-point game. Titus to Ben. Underneath the Titus. Basket. Wow. So they cover Ben, and he finds Titus. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. So the third personal on Hansen. But no good on the free throw. It stays a 6-point game. Little under 2 minutes to go. Nail-biting time for both teams. Hansen gives it up. Ben with the steal. Now the Lancers can take off some time from the clock. There is no rush to get a shot off. And we don't need any careless passes. But there is no rush when you're up by 6 to take a shot. Make the other team come way out and pressure you, and then find a layup with Ben or Titus. Logan and Carter now way out. Now they're going to really come out and pressure, and that's going to take Carter to the line with 2 because that's the 10th
Falls on
team
number
foul.
3, Carson Zeman, first personal.
That's only one on Zeman, but all important, Carter is at the line for 2. So it should be 2. Jim Lau still has his microphone on. So 2 big free throws here with a 6-point lead. 1 is down. I don't have to tell you, you can see that was sweet, nothing but net. Let's see if you can do twine time a second time. No, back rim, and he didn't follow it, but Zeman with the board. It's a 7-point lead with a little over a minute left. Ramsey to Zeman for 3. No, short. Logan with the rebound. Pressure by Lockington. Pressure, back to Logan. Just take care of the ball, guys. Take care of the ball. Carter, they're going to foul you. Yep, there they go. 53 seconds left. Since Carter missed, they might have thought, well, let's go ahead and foul him since he made one, but since his last one was a miss, maybe they're thinking he'll keep missing. But they're right. I thought they were wrong. That looked really good. So it's still a 7-point lead. Carter will have to bury this one. And he does. It's an 8-point lead with 50 seconds. Zeman. They're going to have to guard him underneath the Ramsey with the bat. Ooh, the foul on Titus. Turns out to be a good foul because Ramsey missed the lay-in. Going to force him to take his 2 free throws. And he makes 1 of 2, but the rebound goes to by him, and he makes the basket. And it's a timeout for McRoberts. Jason McRoberts. Oh, wow, what a huge play that was. That's pretty much the last thing the Lancers wanted was a miss and then a putback, because now it's a 5-point game with 41.5 left in the game. And you know the Mustangs are going to be full court all over. But, you know, I'm thinking if I'm John Radical, get the ball, set a double pick for Carter, have Bryce inbound it, set a double pick and get Carter open, get him the ball, and they will foul him. If they don't, he just dribbles up the court, right? But they will foul him, and he will make the 2. That's what I'm saying if I'm John Radical. But I'm not John Radical. Let's see what else. See if they do something else. So Joe Mauer made it in the Hall of Fame with a 76.1% vote, and he needed 75. Congratulations for him. And here we go. It's Logan with the pass in. Carter's going to get it. There he is. And he gets not fouled. Hanson on him. Now he finally fouls him. And, about 6 seconds went off the clock. And that's 5. 5 on Hanson. And that might be important because he's one of the 2 3-point shooters. He's one of the 2 that shoots from distance. Speaking of that, let's see if Carter can bury a couple here now. There you go. These are all important. If he can get it to a 7-point game, that makes it really hard on the team behind. If he can get it to an odd number. No, though, it's still 6. It's still 6. It's a 2-possession game. Carter fouls Lockington. That's not what you want. That's not what you want. Now you're going to put them on the line, and they're able to make some points without any time coming off the clock. So, yeah, John Radical not real pleased with that one. Carter's just being aggressive out there, but that's not the foul we need at that moment. This is a bonus, and Lockington makes the first. That's 3 points on the game for him to cut the lead to 4. Mustangs have been a lot better on their free throws than the Lancers have been tonight. And again, Radical has to set up a play to get somebody the ball. It's a 4-point game with 30 seconds left. So really, the Mustangs just have to foul. And they might as well foul right away and extend this game as long as they can and not let the Lancers even get to the front court. But if they can, they're going to prevent the Lancers from even getting the pass in bounds. So the Lancers have to get a quick inbound play, get somebody open on a pick and roll perhaps. Sometimes the roll is what is open. We got Logan with the inbound pass. Vance and Carter are going to set picks for each other, and Lockington is the double team. Here comes Ben with the ball. Ben to Vance, to Carter with the layup. No, he missed it. And Titus, no good. Titus again, out, and Vance is fouled. Whoa. So they took 10 seconds off, almost 11 seconds off the clock. Missed a couple layups. And meanwhile, the foul is on Blaken? No, that can't be right. It is. Okay. And the basket by Vance. Vance makes 2. 2 for 2 for Vance, and those were huge. 6-point game. Down low to Ramsey, out of bounds. Out of bounds turnover. 6-point game in favor of the Lancers, and they have the ball. Get the ball in bounds, and you probably have the game. It's to Vance. He gets fouled. 12.3, and Vance going to the line. And that will pretty much do it. That will pretty much do it. Just if he makes 1, that'll do it. There you go. 7-point lead with 12 and 3/10 seconds left. That's too much to overcome. But he makes the second one also. 4 for 4 for Vance. Lockington out to Blaken, short. Rebound by Titus, followed by Ramsey. 4.7. And the Lancers withstand a really good first half front line assault by the Mustangs. But they made the proper adjustment. And they kind of shut down, for the most part, Byam in the second. Byam, excuse me. They shut down Byam in the second. And the Lancers win by 9, 77-68. A wonderful second half by the Lancers. And really a well-played game by both of these teams. Melrose, Mindoro are second in the large. The Lancers are going to hold on to first. in the small, now going to 6-0. Oh, excuse me. Going to 6-0 in conference and now 10-0 overall. Hey, let's pick up the scoring for the Lancers. What a game by Titus Radical. 12, 15 for Radical. For Ben Rademacher, 18, 19. So 19 for Rademacher, 15 for Titus Radical. Carter with 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 for Carter. And then Vance Havemeyer, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15 for Havemeyer. And then Logan Thompson chipping in for 9. So the Lancers only getting scoring from 5 different guys. But they got 77 points from those 5 guys. And for the Mustangs, they got scoring from only 6 guys. They are 4 for Corbin Lockington. 6, 8, 10, 10. 12 from Carson Zeman. And he's a really good shooter, but didn't really find the range tonight. Aaron Hansen had 15. And by far their leading scorer was Presley Byam. Boy, let me count these up. That's 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Even 30. He made 14 twos and a couple of free throws. Jordan Ramsey with 6, and off the bench, Brewer Schleifer with 1 for a total of 68. It was great to have so many of you checking in with us from all 4 corners of the country tonight. Well, not the upper northeast, but other than that, everywhere else. And for cameraman Uriah Wales, this is Professor Mark Kranz signing off. Good night, everybody.